My News 26 and CCTV. It's high school basketball. Coming to you tonight from Cadillac High School.
Somebody in the crowd has got a spectacular voice. Actually, I see who that person is. At the national anthem here in Cadillac High School, Dave McMahon.
Ah, there you go.
Pastor over at First Baptist Church here in Cadillac. I knew I recognized that voice someplace. National anthem was instrumental, but it was actually being sung. He's over in the crowd handling business tonight. This is non-conference girls basketball action here in Cadillac as the Vikings playing host to the Glen Lake Lakers. We're getting the starting lineups for the two teams. Girls basketball action on 26 Sports and CCTV, presented by Munson Healthcare Cadillac Rehab Services. For the Vikings, I did not check, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that it is the usual suspects, as we will see the backcourt of number 2 and number 3, Hope and Hannah Emmington. Everybody says they're not twins. Sure look like twins to me. Of course, Kylie Christensen will roam the middle. Michaela Johns, the 6-foot senior and daughter of head coach Mary Kay Johns, and then Alexis Little, who's really done a great job in that 5th starter spot. We'll see Callie Pullis and Morgan Knaus off the bench quite a bit as well. And then Jenna Grandforce and Allie McAllister. I can just mention everybody because it's not a real
cover your bases
lengthy team for the Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Lakers, we can expect, I would imagine, to see Kelly Bunnick, Jennifer Lacrosse, Allie Bonzale, Savannah Poplinski. Those are your 4 3-year and 1 4-year starter, and then 6-foot sophomore Caitlin Schaub.
Yep, Caitlin Schaub, and Caitlin's also only a sophomore, but it's her 2nd year on varsity as well. So they start them young down there, and they grow them and get that continuity going, and they've played a ton of basketball together.
That cannot be overlooked at all. We talk about that on the boys' side. You look at the Buckley Bears, group of juniors that have been playing together since 5th, 6th grade, tearing it up there in Buckley, and these Lady Lakers, no different.
Both teams coming in hot, Jay. This will be a good contest. Cadillac beat Ludington by 21 points on Wednesday. They did have 3 games, and this is their 3rd game in four nights, so we were reading that schedule correctly last time. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, as they made the trip to Ludington on Wednesday, coming away with a 21-point win. So both teams playing hot right now. One of the key differences in that game, Coach Johns mentioned that they actually got some outside shots to drop, which opened everything up for Kylie. Michaela Johns hit 3 or 4 3-pointers that game.
Tip controlled by the Lakers, and we are underway. Up top, this is Poplinski, checked by Hannah Emmington.
Cadillac starting out in a 2-3. Very uncharacteristic for them.
Tough shot, but the weak side rebound was there for Schaub, but she can't get the putback, and the Vikings with the rebound. quickly the other way. Little. Emmington to Emmington. Lakers look like they're, how would you describe that, Kevin?
I'm not sure yet. Give me another possession.
Yeah, I was going to say Christensen with the three ball up top comes up short. Schaub giving her plenty of space. It's basically looks man-to-man.
Jay, I think they're
giving the Emmingtons a lot of space.
I got to take a look at this. What is going on?
I always love it when a defense confuses you for a moment. As the lefty, I don't even know what to call that.
Swoopy doop.
From Michaela Johns. Is it a scoop? Is it a flip?
I don't know.
Whatever it is, it's a bucket, and it's a 2-0 Viking lead.
I got to see that defense again. That was wild.
Here's Poplinski into the corner. Schaub will take the long set shot, too strong, but the weak side rebound pulled down by Bunnick. Off the dribble, Bonzale to Schaub, back to Bonzale. She'll take the long two. And off the mark again, Poplinski with another weak side rebound, forcing her way up and under. And Savannah Poplinski has the Lakers on the board, knotted at 2 apiece.
She had some good English on that one because it hit the bottom of the rim and climbed over.
Hope Emmington. Christensen again, Schaub giving her plenty of space. It's already something. There's a tip that did not touch Little, so it'll remain Viking basketball. Something we didn't see much. Sorry, Kevin. Something we didn't see much, and correct me if I'm wrong, but on Tuesday night against Gaylord, we didn't see much in the way of Christensen coming outside the arc. She camped down, and they looked for her, but she's been rotating up and down here early against the Lakers.
One of the things they did with Kylie Christensen against Gaylord on Tuesday is they would bring her to the high post and give her the ball there, let her throw it to the wing, and then have her sprint towards the block. So not really outside the three-point line, but she would definitely come to the high post.
Inside, Christensen with the lefty layup.
Nice.
If she was in the NBA, she'd be staring at her hand like it was something magical as she ran back down the floor. Thankfully, Kylie does not do that, but it's a 4-2 Viking lead. 5.5 to go here in the opening quarter. Poplinski cut off by Emmington into the corner. Bunnick thinking about the three. And we're going to get a foul as Poplinski on the drive. They're going to get this on Hannah Emmington.
That was just straight man-to-man defense by the Lakers last couple possessions.
So
but they were so far off the defender,
yeah.
Kind of, hey, I dare you to shoot one on me. I'm going to give you 3 steps because you're a quick guard.
Well, we saw that from Hope Emmington against Gaylord on Tuesday night. We'll see if we see it tonight.
I asked Coach Johns about that. Said she's got the green light. She just prefers running the show.
There's a steal by Kylie Christensen stepping into the way of the skip pass. And here come the Vikings. Little down low to Christensen. She'll take the short jumper. Too strong. Weak side board grabbed by Ali Bonzale. And some nice defense there as Hope Emmington jumping the pass. Michaela Johns in the area. Ends up a turnover and a steal for the Vikings. My goodness.
See, but
Hannah Emmington's defender might as well be in the next county.
Right, exactly. I was just going to ask you who's she guarding. I didn't know, yeah.
I'm assuming
no, you're right, yeah.
Bonzale is guarding Hannah Emmington, just not closely. Here's Little with the runner. Off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Poplinski.
Yeah, she was playing man-to-man, but she was in the middle of the key.
Bonzale's long two, I believe, had a toe on the line, according to the official. Too strong, and we're going to get a foul on the shot from Jennifer Lacrosse. Wait, yes, was a starter. Just hadn't mentioned her name yet.
You know, that's an interesting idea Coach Bradford is doing right there. We've seen teams pack it in with the 2-3 zone, right? But we haven't seen this man-to-man defense, but it's a man-to-man, and we're going to sag so far off the perimeter, it's almost like a 2-3 or a 1-4 at times because that girl's standing right in the middle of the key, not allowing that high post screen that we were just talking about.
That's what was so confusing looking at the defense was who are they defending? But, hey, make them prove to you that they can knock it down, right?
My hat's off to you, Coach Bradford. You got me for about 45 seconds. You're the first one. I applaud you.
Lacrosse makes 1 of 2. It's a 4-3 Cadillac lead as the over-the-top pass from Christensen, I believe intended for Johns. Little was in the area as well, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be Laker basketball. Just inside 4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Kelly Bunnick, the 4-year varsity member, over to Poplinski. Little spin move to Lacrosse, defended by Johns. Vikings man-to-man. Tough right now for the Lakers. Didn't look like that got touched. They did not call the double dribble, but Johns with the good defense forces the miss. I didn't think Johns touched that. But that's why I'm up here and not down there.
I was going to say, we need to be ref, coach, broadcaster, player. We need to be all the above.
I'm none of the above. Barely a broadcaster. Little with the quick jumper on the baseline, knocks it down. Alexis Little, 3 buckets, 3 different Vikings in the scorebook, as that's going to go off of Emmington. It'll remain Laker basketball as we get our first substitution. Sydney Hazelton, the sophomore, will check in for the Lakers. Schaub will take a seat. 6-3 Vikings. 3-2 remaining here in the opening quarter. That's just for you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Bonzale over to Bunnick, down low to Hazelton. Nice defense by the Vikings. No shot there. Kylie Christensen says nay. Emmington jumping the spin move. See that a lot out of Hope Emmington.
You don't want to pick your dribble up against the Emmington girls. It will get wrapped up quick.
You don't want to turn your head on the Emmington girls. Lacrosse splits the defense, gets by Johns, and she's going to draw the foul. And we'll go to the line for a couple more.
That was a nice take by Jennifer Lacrosse there. Had Michaela on her. Michaela was kind of giving her a step. Quick first step to the left. Drawing some harm.
Lacrosse misses the first.
By the way, underneath the rim where they're shooting, the ESPN crew is setting up shop. I got their hashtag on the Twitter. It is at @CHS_ESPN. It's a legit Twitter handle. Give them a shout out.
Lacrosse misses them both, and they are blazing it up on Friday night too. They are wearing the suit coat and everything. Gotta love their commitment down there. 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. 6-3 Vikings. Callie Polis has checked into the game for Cadillac. And that Emmington pass underthrown, picked off by the Lakers. Tough shot by Poplinski. Saved by the Lakers and into the hands of Poplinski. Gets Christensen off her feet, tried to pass that. Really had a great opportunity to draw a foul on Christensen, but looked for the extra pass, and the Vikings come away with the steal. Hannah Emmington to Christensen topside. Here's Hope. Back to Hannah. Lakers now coming out and challenging the Viking ball handlers up top. Nice pick from Johns. Down low, Christensen, a great position in that. Kevin, a fantastic entry pass by Hannah Emmington. Nobody on the floor but Christensen was going to catch and shoot that.
It really was. Hannah recognized that time. Glen Lake got up on their girls as opposed to sagging off them. Immediately took advantage with a beautiful lob pass to Kylie Christensen.
Minute to go here in the opening quarter. It's an 8-3 Cadillac lead. Drive underneath, and a nice job. Lacrosse will again go to the line, and Christensen will pick up her first.
Have you ever heard the term anticipation call?
I have, yes.
Okay. I'm not
feel
saying
like that was?
I think a little bit. I thought she went straight up on that one. I didn't feel like she broke the verticality plane, but, you know.
Explain that. I know what you're talking about, but explain that, the plane of verticality concept.
Well, plane of verticality is if you're standing straight up and you jump straight up and your arms don't come down and break the plane of verticality, so to speak, and you can't see me doing it because I'm up here, but if you don't bring your arms down and you maintain your position straight up, you're allowed to keep your space and protect your space.
And the offensive player can't come underneath you and break that plane, basically,
right.
Drawing the contact as the Vikings turn it over. Little misses both free throws, so it remains 8-3. 41 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. And in your estimation on that one, the offensive player got underneath the defensive player.
That's how I see it from up here, but I'm up here and they're down there. I respect the call. I'm getting so old.
Can't see anything. What are they playing down there? Is that basketball? 25 seconds to go here in the first. Down low, Lacrosse, little skyhook, little jump hook from Jennifer Lacrosse. And it's an 8-5 Viking lead. Polis all alone in the paint. Can't get it off the glass. Rebounded by Hazelton. Coming the other way is Lacrosse. 5 seconds. Up top, 3 ball. No good. Johns with the rebound, and that will end the first quarter of play. 8-5. The Cadillac Vikings lead the Glen Lake Lakers. This girls basketball presentation on 26 Sports and CCTV, presented by Munson Healthcare Cadillac Rehab Services. We'll be back. Second quarter coming up after this.